Trigonometric ratios can be applied in solving sides and angles of any right triangle. This SOHCAHTOA will help us to easily recall the three basic trigonometric ratios that can be used in solving any right triangle. So in this case, to solve for the hypotenuse x, we will first write the given acute angle 40 degrees, and this will serve as our reference. Then let us identify the remaining sides. In this case, this is called the adjacent side because it is adjacent to our given angle 40 degrees. And this side here is our hypotenuse since it is the side opposite to the 90-degree angle. So these are the only given sides in this given problem. So let us then identify which function are we going to use. And that function involves adjacent side and hypotenuse. In this case, it is the cosine function because cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So we will use the cosine function. So from here, cosine 40 degrees, the ratio is equal to adjacent, which is 7, over the hypotenuse, which is the x. And this will be our working equation. So to solve for x, we will multiply each side of the equation by x because we want the denominator x to be written in the numerator. And we are left with x times cosine 40 degrees over 7 equal to 7. Then to finally isolate x, we will divide each side of the equation by cosine 40 degrees so that x is finally left here alone in the left side of the equation. Then write down 7 over cosine 40 degrees. From here, to solve for the value of x, we need a scientific calculator. So we can use this Desmos calculator. So we'll just simply type in 7, then divided by cosine 40 degrees, and we have the answer. So you can write your answer in 2 decimal digits. So our final answer here will be 2.14. And that will be our answer. Or you can use any calculator. So this one is a common feature of a scientific calculator. So just simply click 7 divided by cosine 40 degrees and click equals, and you have the answer. Oh, in this case, it is negative 10. One of the reasons is it is set in radian mode. So make sure that your calculator is set in degree mode. Okay, let's do it again. So 7 divided by cosine 40 degrees, click equals, and our answer is 9.14 units. Okay, to solve this angle given B, wherein we are asked to find this acute angle x. So first, we will write the acute angle because this will serve as our reference. Now, let us identify the remaining given sides. So in this case, this is the opposite side, and this is the adjacent side of this angle x. So let us then decide which function are we going to use among these three. So in this case, it is only the tangent that involves opposite and adjacent. Therefore, the tangent function will be used. So from here, tangent x is equal to the opposite, which is 10, over the adjacent, which is 8. And this will be our working equation. Then from here, we will solve for x. We will isolate x, and that is by multiplying each side by the reciprocal of tangent, which is 1 over tangent. So that is actually a similar approach to dividing each side of the equation by tangent. Okay, so 1 times x here, so x is left. Then on the other side, 10 divided by 8 is 1.25. Then 1 over tangent is equal to tangent raised to negative 1. How did it happen? So from one of the laws of exponent, we know that this 1 over tangent can be written into 1 over tangent raised to 1, emphasizing the exponent 1. Then, if we're going to get its reciprocal, it becomes tangent raised to negative 1 over 1. We will just change positive 1 exponent into negative 1. That is where we get the tangent raised to negative 1. Now, we can interchange them. Tangent raised to negative 1 times 1.25. That's the commutative property of multiplication. Then from here, we need a calculator to solve for x. Tangent raised to negative 1 times 1.25. So tangent raised to negative 1. So notice that we cannot see any tangent raised to negative 1 here. You can click the inverse. Find the inverse button of your calculator or shift button, and the tangent raised to negative 1 will appear. Click this one, then the angle or 1.25. Okay, tangent raised to negative 1 is also known as arctan. Then click equals, and this is the answer, 51.34 degrees. That will be our answer. Or using Desmos calculator, so in here, you need to click the function to show the other hidden function. So click tangent negative 1, go back to main to type in the number 1.25, and this is our answer, 51.34 degrees.